Hey book club, Dan here from One Man Book Club. I've got something cool to talk with you about today. Did you know that when you read on a Kindle device, that's a Kindle e-reader in your web browser, on any Android or iPhone in the Kindle Reading app, or even on an Audible app on any of those devices, Kindle tracks your reading. And you might be like, whoa, I don't know if I want Kindle tracking my reading, but if you don't mind it, it's actually really cool. And so I wanted to show you really quickly about Kindle Reading Insights. So if you go to your Kindle app on your phone and open it up, it'll open up to your home page. And if you go to your menu and choose Reading Insights, you will see that your reading habits are being tracked by your Kindle. And I think it's amazing. You might want to change it, and there's ways to turn it off. But I don't know why. It's cool. I like it. So there's reading challenges that you can be engaged in, and it keeps track of how many books that you've read. And here's the part that really nerds me out. And I know I'm obnoxious, and if you are as nerdy as me and keep track of your Kindle reading streak, I hope you'll come and tell me about it in the chat, so I know I'm not the only one on the planet who's obnoxious about this, which I've learned that I'm not, but I hope some of you guys are as obnoxious about it as I am. But look at my Kindle reading streak. I've read for 1,485 straight days, 222 weeks. FYI, Kindle started tracking reading habits 1,485 days ago. So yeah, that's me. And I keep track of this really regularly. That's a huge reading streak, and I want it to continue. It's something that I enjoy. And so I make a point to make sure that every day I check to make sure that my reading is getting accounted for in my app. So I read on my Kindle, and then after I read on my Kindle, I check my reading app, and yep, lo and behold, I've got credit for reading today. Okay, here's the thing. So the other day, I opened up my app, my reading app, and guess what I found? The streak had been reset to 1. Oh my gosh, I was so freaking out because I didn't miss a day. Look, right there. That day didn't get recorded. I don't know why. I read that day. I didn't miss. So I don't know if there was some kind of, internet issue or whatever. I read that day and I was so disappointed because my reading streak of 1,400 plus days was reset to 1. Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. So I went to the internet because I thought there's gotta be a way to fix this, because I've actually talked to Amazon about it before and they're not helpful in this particular thing. So I went to the internet and found this Reddit where someone actually figured out how to fix it. And so I'm gonna show you right now how to fix your Kindle reading streak when your reading streak gets broken. It's actually really simple and it actually works really well. So here's what you do. I'm about to show you on my phone. So step 1, go to, that's step 1. Go put your phone in airplane mode. Step 1. So airplane mode, check. Phone is now in airplane mode. Step 2, go to your settings and go to wherever it is that you can change the date and time on your phone. And I'm just gonna search for date and time and go to where I can change my date and time right there. And Android will find this similar. iPhone, you might be different. So I'm gonna turn off automatic date and time. And then I'm going to actually set the date and the time to the date that I missed the reading. So in my case, I set it back to, I don't know, what was that date back in? I set the date to October 8th, because that's the date I missed. So I set the date on my phone to October 8th. And so I went back, I choose October 8th. And then I went and opened up my Kindle app while the date was set for October 8th, still in airplane mode, opened up the Kindle app, opened up my book. I did some reading. After I went back, after a bit of reading, I went back to the date, changed the date back to today by simply, all I did was turn automatic date and time back on, and then go back and turn off airplane mode. Done. Now let your phone, give it just like 20 minutes. And as the Kindle app syncs, you might have to reopen the Kindle app again to force it to start syncing. Once it syncs, go back to Reading Insights, and voila, it is fixed. And you can see down there, October 8th is now highlighted as a date that I read. And it worked. Oh my gosh, I was so relieved to find that this was a solution that actually worked, because I've been stressing about this for a long time. Like when we went on a cruise or out of the country or traveled or something like that, somewhere where I wasn't gonna have internet access, I would be panicking. I'd make contingency plans to make sure that I could access the internet on a cruise ship, simply so I would have access to make sure my Kindle Reading Insights stayed updated. Anyway, I found this to be an extremely valuable reading hack. If you don't know the Kindle Reading Insights is there, give it a try. It's really, really fun to track your reading in this way and to see your reading streak grow over time. And if you're like me and you're obsessive about your Kindle reading streak and you discover that you've missed a day, instead of panicking, hooray, there is an actual fix that actually works that saved the day for me. Hopefully this brings some relief and joy to someone out there in BookTube land. Thanks guys, happy reading.